Let's see, I think I'm live. Am I live? Okay, what I haven't done is this. Let me go ahead and do this. While we begin, I already saw Hangman Stranger. I'm about to read you, Hangman Stranger. Give me a second. Let me just set this up. Okay, let me see. Okay, here we go. All right, cool. All right, let's do this. Chat. All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Frank Ticas dropping knowledge coming at you once again. Talking Papas Live. Talking Papas Live. Fugazi Friday. Fugazi Friday. I got one person in here, but that's good enough. Now I got three. Nice to see you. Hangman Stranger. Good afternoon. Ticas in chat. Talking Papas. Talking Papitas. That's right. Hangman Stranger. We're over here talking Papas. Nice to see you, man. Hope all is well. Hope you're keeping cool, listening from work. All right, man. That's cool. It just started kind of, I think it wants to rain. It started drizzling. It rained a little bit. I'm hoping it rains, man, because it's been hot, hot, hot all day. Yo, hey, what's up, brother? How's it going? Max, ticas and familia, saludos, my peeps. Hey, shout out to you, Max. God bless you. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Got 4 people watching. If you haven't already done so, please hit the like. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Frank Ticas dropping knowledge, stocking papas coming at you. Fugazi Friday. Hey, Frank, send my respects. Always shout out to everybody. Always showing support. Hey, that's right. That's right. Machete, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Fugazi, Fugazi. Fugazi look like a made up word. All right, but it does have a meaning, even though it is a made up word. Fugazi Friday. It's Fugazi Friday. What is Fugazi? I'm going to show you guys a little video, and then I'll read to you a little bit about what it means. Now, this video is very famous because this movie is very famous. Bro, when's ES going to make? I don't know, bro. It's gonna take a lot. I think maybe in another, maybe possibly if they were serious about it, maybe 15 years, bro. Probably. That's right, Hangman. That's right. Machete, what's up, Maggie? Machete, Bixby, what the heck? I'm driving. Yeah, I know, bro. I was like, what the fuck? That's why I didn't read. I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, I didn't watch the games earlier, but I am gonna watch the one coming up. Give me a second because I just had it here. Oh, Uruguay and Spain. That's gonna be a good game. Lame Lenny and Borracho Dubs are Fugazi. Yeah, they're Fugazi, bro. Fugazi. We're gonna look it up. We're gonna watch this little video. Hey, what's up, El Manor? Salute to you, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here, man. Got Mags up in here, Machete, the Hangman Stranger, Salvi. Okay, let me see, we've got 13 people watching. If you haven't already hit the like, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Joker's the biggest Fugazi. Yeah, man. You saw that video I put out today, huh? I wanted to do a reaction on the video I got that clip from, but it wasn't available. So next time it's available, I do want to make a reaction to it. That's right, ill mannered. I hit the car too hard and forgot to come to. Okay, ill mannered Maggie. What's good to see you, friend? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. It's Friday. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. I'm already kicking it. I'm already chilling. You know, we do what we do. We're talking papas, Fugazi Friday. We're gonna watch a little video about Fugazi. Stockton in the motherfucking building. Shout! Hey, what's up, Nasty Pun? What's up, man? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for everybody showing support, watching my lives, watching my videos. Please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe. I'm going to continue putting out content daily. Hey, what's up, Mr. Oxnard? Familia, Frank D. Saludos. Saludos right back to you and your family. Miss Yaya, everybody. Shout out to everyone that's down with the Exposed Tube Revolution with the ladies of Exposed Tube. You know how we do. Shout out to Taco Stain. He was live earlier holding it down. Sooners. You know, Hangman Stranger's got his videos. Kitty Frizzle. Terps. Slugs. The Bubba's. Army. Chill, man. You know, everyone's doing their thing. Saludos, Frank. Happy Friday to everyone. That's right, Hugo Torres. Nice to see you. Ox, Ugo, that's right, Hangman. Yeah, Fugazi Friday. Let me go ahead and play this video. I know you guys have seen it. If you haven't seen it, I don't know where you've been.
Why don't you give it to your wife?
My wife? How am I gonna give it to my wife? I ain't married.
You got a girlfriend?
Yeah, I got a girlfriend, yeah.
So marry her.
Hey, you for real? I'm asking you to middle a diamond for me here. Now all I want from my end is
What's up, Jay Slaughter?
What I'm saying to you is you should give it to somebody that don't know any better, because that's a Fugazi. All right?
That's a Fugazi. How do you know it's a Fugazi? You looked at it for 2 seconds.
It's a fake.
But yeah, I know what a Fugazi is.
All right. So if you don't know, that's from the movie Donnie Brasco. Okay, talking about Fugazi. What is Fugazi? What does Fugazi mean? We're going to talk a little bit about that. Nice to see you, Miss Yaya, here in the background, cleaning around the house, listening in. All right, thanks so much for stopping by and showing love. What's up, Jay Slider? Nice to see you, man. Good to see you out here. Machete, good to see you, fam. That's right. Smackback Skittles was under the bridge all loaded. Yeah. Let's see. Coincidentally, Tacos Live was suspended within 2 minutes of. Really? I didn't. He showed up. Oh, that's crazy. I wasn't. I was still working, so I was in and out. That's interesting. That's right. That's right. Frank, 2 times. Hey, Kelly Big Dog. Nice to see you, Kelly Big Dog. Shout out to you. Shout out to you 2 times. Thanks so much for being here, for supporting. Slamming Lenny. Yeah, he's Fugazi. He's Fugazi. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Fernando. That's right. Shout out to ET, Exposed to, ladies of Exposed to, Kelly Big Dog, man. Shout out to you, everybody watching. Fugazi. You know, there's a lot of dudes out here that are Fugazi. There's a lot of content out here that's Fugazi. It's kind of sad to me, to be honest, because all you have to do is be honest with your viewers. You know, Fugazi is a slang term that means something or someone is fake, bogus, counterfeit, or inauthentic. Now, if you guys haven't watched the video I put out earlier today, please go check it out. Please go check it out. Go watch it. Hit the like. Talking Papas on the Fugazi Friday, man. If you see that video, you're going to see John being at his most Fugazi. You know, on the one hand, he wants to act as though he's a historian, as though he cares about culture, he cares about history, he cares about his roots. And then on the other hand, he's openly admitting to taking advantage of certain minorities and scamming them. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Talking about selling narcotics. Fugazi, Officer Villa's understanding of yeah, exactly. That's Fugazi. That was Fugazi. Let's see. Kelly, good to see you, brother. That's right. That's weird. That's right, El Mannered. Nice to see you 2 times. That's right. Soon, Katie Frizzle. Nice to see you. Yeah, all that history, all that supposed knowledge, all that klecha is fugazi. Not understanding who your viewers could be is fucking crazy. This fucking guy. Hey, what's up, JM805er? Shout out to everyone in the chat. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, man. Kelly Big Dog. That's right. He cares about his roots about as much as special cares about his Ftdk. Yeah, look. The fact that he came out, on TikTok thinking it's okay for him to say the things he says, that just tells me that his whole get down of being, respectful and blah blah blah, which we've known, is fugazi. That fool's fugazi. I'm not fugazi. I really do appreciate Mr. Tikas and everyone in the chat embracing me. Much love and respect. So, all right, that's cool, machete. I'm not fugazi, bro. And and that's what kills them. That's what kills them is that I'm not fugazi. I don't have to fake the funk. Like, I haven't lied about who I am or who I've been, what I've done. If anything, some of these guys are proving me right. JM805, that's right. Frank, nice to see you. Let's see. You're dumb. That's right. JM805er, that's right. Good old Frizz, JM. Hey, man, nice to see you. Katie Frizzle. And we got them trolls out in force today, huh? So that's right, Mags. That's right. That's right. El Manor, JM. That's right. Man, the trolls can't help themselves. But anyways, all of that supposed respect for others all goes out the window when you see videos like the one I put out. And that was a clip from a longer video that ET had put out, where he had caught that fool on live on TikTok early in the morning. So you were winning. Miss Yaya, that's right. The Fugazis don't stick around too long. No, they don't. But they have to try. They have to try. Hangman, that's right. And it's kind of sad. So my problem with this whole thing is it's not even a problem, but I mean, the problem that I see, it's not a problem to me, but I do think that it is a problem. I do think it's a problem. What's up? Hey, what's up, Ghost? Buenas tardes. Nice to see you. Easy to tell which one was Chicago. Yeah. My only concern is that this is an adult. This is a grown-ass man. And I know that Skittles is another Fugazi. That's 2 grown men. Like, what are the odds? Well, actually, the odds are pretty high because if you look at all these weirdos that jump on, I consider them to be the same. They're Fugazi. There are more people faking the funk than there are people keeping it real. That's almost what it seems like. Hey, Qos, what's up? Taco Stay, nice to see you, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you going live, bro. I was jumping in and out, so I didn't catch that they shut it down. I just heard about that. Hangman Stranger, Miss Yaya, that's right. Taco, that's right. JM. That was crazy, Taco. That's right. Taco, saludos, my bro. That's right, Mags. So these guys are all Fugazi. And it's sad. Look, the reason why I think it's sad more than anything is their families. I think about, imagine if that was like your dad, if that was your uncle or your brother, maybe a cousin, and you see them like acting this way online, doing all of this crazy shit, just lying their ass off. Lying their ass off. Look, man, I know that I'm gonna give that fool the benefit of the doubt and say that he was making a lot of money behind bars. I doubt it, but let's say that, let him tell it. Let's say that's true. You're not doing that out here. Like, why is this story beneficial to you? Why is it beneficial for you to talk about the race of people, like how you came up on them? Like, that does not make you look strong. Ratas, it doesn't make you look strong. It makes you look like a fucking leech, like the predator that you are, man. Like taking advantage of people with an addiction, talking about you made money and that you love them. That's crazy. That's crazy. And you know what's even worse is that if it isn't true, the fact that you're even imagining it just lets me know what kind of person you are. Will strip of his voucher imaginary street credit if he doesn't come to try. Yeah, that's probably what it is, Jay Slaughter. What's up, Miss Yaya? Nice to see you. That's right, Machete, Maggie, Kelly Big Dog, 2 times ill mannered. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Nice to see everyone. Nasty Pun is in the house as well. Ghost, Jay Slaughter, Taco, Mags. We're talking about stuff that we know is fake. It's fake, man. All that talk about respect. Now, isn't this the guy that says that he doesn't speak about factions? He doesn't speak about like prison factions, whatever. Yet his video was clearly stated, and it's the one that he dropped it like 4 months ago. It wasn't a month ago. He dropped it 4 months ago, where he clearly states the name of 2 factions. So, like, once again, like these fools are constantly exposing themselves to be Fugazi. You know? Skittles constantly exposes himself to be Fugazi. Everything they do. Like when you see these trolls come up with their bullshit, you guys are Fugazi. You're not even real. That's not even your real name. That might not even be your real gender. You might be struggling in that aspect still. That's right, Ghost. Taco Mania. That's right, Mags. But some people are Fugazi. Your intentions could be Fugazi. Your intentions. You may not really be doing something for what you claim you're doing it for. Well, you got to be careful with why people want you involved in shit. You got to be careful. Self-snitching. Yeah, man. Straight up. They're always telling on themselves. They're always exposing themselves. And they do it with their actions and their words. So you have to be careful about the intentions of the people around you, no matter who it is. Doesn't matter. You just have to know, like, why do you want me involved in this? Or why do you need me in this? Like, why are you asking me this? You're not going to come out right out and say it right away, but you got to think it. Like, why is this person asking me this? Let me see where it leads. Let me see where it goes. Sometimes people just want proximity to you to see what they can get from you. And you have to be able to see that too. When people like to ask a lot about what you do, what your job is, and they ask a lot about that. And then they start like throwing you like little suggestions. You have to think about it. You have to think, like, is this person asking me because they really want to know me, or is it because they need a job? Is it what are they trying to get? And it's kind of sad that we have to think that way sometimes, but sometimes you just have to observe. You just have to observe. You don't have to let people know that's what you're thinking. You just observe it. That's all. That's one of the things that I have to fight with a lot is my suspicion. But it's only because so many things are Fugazi out there that I am suspicious of a lot of shit. I'm very skeptical. Like I always say, I always hope for the best but expect the worst. Because a lot of people and their intentions are fugazi. They're fugazi. It's Fugazi Friday. Frank Tica's dropping another Talkin Papas live. Fugazi Friday. It's a lot of ill intentions sometimes disguised as favors, as a pat on the back. They are getting way too comfortable. Yeah, goes, they are. But that's good. Sometimes it's good. That's all I can say. I'm glad they're so deliberate. I mean, the more these guys expose themselves, the clearer it is to see where people's morals stand. Where they stand, where they're going to stand on certain issues. If they really do share the same principles, the same morals, whether they respect you or not, because you may not always have the same ideas, you may not always agree on a lot of things, but as long as people respect each other, that's cool. Some people pretend to respect you and they don't, and they're being fugazi. But how do you know? Like, how do you know when people don't respect you? How do you know? That's right, Taco. Yeah, we love Taco. That's right. Taco standing is sitting right. Yeah, that's right, Taco. That's good, bro. Hey, what's up, Fear of the Dark? What's up, Frank? What's going on? Chilling, bro. Talking papas. You know how it is. Watching my brother Ticas, my brothers and sisters. That's right, Taco Sting. Yeah, man. You gotta see, you gotta understand what people's intentions are. What are they trying to do? You just have to be on top of that. You have to. Noodle recording about another video about big words. Oh yeah, I know. It's okay. I pretty much ignore a ghost. To be honest with you, I don't. I ignore them. They can't ignore me though. They got to come on and jump on. But yeah, so these guys come out and they expose themselves for being fugazi. Let's see, YouTube Wars of 2026. I'm not really warring, man. I just put out content. you know, some people never learn to have respect for themselves, let alone their fellow man or woman. Yeah, that's right. The irreverent one. That's right. The irreverent one. Shout out to you. Thanks so much for stopping by, man, for being here, being a part. Yeah, man. Some people don't respect. So, how do you know when people don't respect you? What are the type of things that people ask? If people ask things that are constantly intrusive, you gotta question it. Like, why is this person always asking me like these intrusive ass questions? Why are they making me such intrusive ass requests? Or people that are too quick to share with you negative details about something that you're supposed to be doing, like work. Like maybe it's your first, second day of the job and someone comes up to you and just starts talking to you about how shitty the work is. You got to be careful. Like, why would someone just come and snatch you up first, second day of work and start telling you how shitty work is, or start telling you, look, so-and-so over there, you got to watch her because blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, you got to watch those type of people. Those people are fugazi. They try to act as though they care. They're trying to give you the ropes, blah blah blah. Nah, they're trying to poison dart your brain with their narratives, so that if something were to go down, they're gonna say, "Hey, but so and so said the same thing. So and so thinks the same thing." And that's how you see all of these weirdos argue. Like, have you noticed that that's how they run narratives? Oh, well, so-and-so said this. Isn't that right? Didn't they say that? Like, okay, pull it up. Bring the receipts. That happens in real life. by people that are fugazi. No, they come around, they act a certain way, they behave a certain way, but it's sort of like you can see through it. But there aren't too many signs, so you just gotta observe. Something you just have to observe. You know? What was that basic word a chocolate factory dude was mesmerized by? What was it? It was enthralled, was it? No, enthralled was the other guy. I don't know, bro. I don't particularly care. It seems to me that people are mad at our cyber friendship. I think so, but I think it's more than that, Taco. I don't think they're mad at the cyber friendship. I think they're upset at the fact that we've got a lot of things done. Like we have influenced a lot and they don't like it and they want to minimize it. They want to make you other people, you if they could, second guess it. They want to make people fall off. That's what they want to do. That's all they are about, which makes sense to me. It makes sense to me because these are the type of people that destroy their own legacies. They destroy their family relationships. They don't get along. They put their families at risk. You know, those are the type of people that we're dealing with. Lo, what's up? Yeah, that's right. But yeah, a lot of people are fugazi, so we really have to watch out for what people's intentions are or the questions that they ask. Look, when I came down here, a lot of people felt like extremely comfortable asking me a lot of like very personal questions just because I was, they knew that I had come down. They saw that I spoke different. I have an accent. That has not gone away. So I do speak Spanish with a bit of an accent, but I speak Spanish well. I use the proper grammar, but I have an accent. So and people pick it up. People can hear it, and they'll say, like, "Are you from like, did you live in the States?" Or they'll ask if I'm from Costa Rica. Hey, what's up, Mimi Ramirez? Hey, Chad. Hey, what's up, Mimi? Just over here talking papas, Mimi. Fugazi Friday. Frank Tica's dropping knowledge. Little bit of a message, little bit of knowledge. Hoping you're all doing great. Nice to see you guys. Thank you guys all for your support. Without it, I wouldn't be doing a damn thing, honestly. So I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys always being here. Thank you, the 33 that are watching. If you haven't hit the like, please do so. That's right, Mimi. Mimi, good to see you, sister. That's right, El Mannered. They can't create a new narrative. No, they can't, Ghost. That's the thing. They can't because they can only make fun and they can only ridicule. And like I already said, man, I'm a public person. Mimi Ramirez. That's right, Ghost. That's right. That's right. I'm a public person, so I'm not. I'm not. But the whole point is that we don't know. We have to know why people want to get close to us. Hey, that's right, Mimi Ramirez. Ladies of Exposed to tonight. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be cool. Can't wait for that. Please, if you haven't subscribed to Ladies of Exposed to, please do so. Want to make sure their channel grows and we can get that subscriber count up. So our channels become a little more self-sufficient. That's always good. The more that we do, the more subscribers that we have. It is free. The more we can do with our channels. And that's really what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to create a bigger fan base, a bigger reach to continue to put the message out there, and the message is we're going to continue exposing the frauds. And these dudes are fugazi. They're fugazi. The whole lot of them. That's right, ladies of Exposed to. Facto 7G, what's good, friend? What's good, friend? What's good, Facto? Nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you, man. Hey, we're talking papas, Facto. You know what's up, man. Salute to the chat. Happy Friday. That's right, Runner's Pug. Runner's Pug, I don't know, people are going to have to explain how I do what, this. Like, have you come up and I'm not typing because, I think they still believe we're the same person. Facto, my brother. That's right. Talking papas. Fugazi online is all cap, fake image, fake flex, fake loyalty, just chasing likes. Yeah, and you know we have to be careful that we don't fall into that same type of thing. That's why Machete, I keep it straight up. Like I keep it straight up, and I think that's the reason why I rock with Explosive is because he keeps it straight up. If he doesn't like it, if he doesn't like something, he's gonna say it straight up. He'll say it on the live. It'll just come out the way it comes out, and I respect that. I respect that, and I think all of us, ladies of Exposed Tube, Taco Stain, every one of us that comes out here and talks about these things has the same type of attitude, you know? We're going to be who we are. We're going to keep it real. We're going to keep talking what we talk because we're not fugazi. See, that's what separates us, and that's what they can't stand. That's why they're over here ridiculing or trying to ridicule everything we're about. They try to look for things from our past and, oh, man, you guys can do all of that. It's still not going to stop because we're not fugazi. We're real people. We did the work. We're out here. But there are people such as this around you. Sometimes they're family, sometimes they're co-workers. I remember there was this one person. Look, I'm gonna share a story with you guys. That's right, exposing the garbage. That's right, Mimi. That's what we do. That's right, Taco Stain Facto. Let me see. I haven't skipped anybody. Il Manor was good, homie. That's right. Facto 7G Taco say, hey, Exposed Tube, shout out to you. Saludos, Frank and Chat. Shout out to the Exposed Tube ET, Fernando. Man, you know, there's so many names, bro. But I know you as ET. You know, what's up, ET, man? Shout out to you. Shout out to the Exposed Tube Revolution, to Ladies of Exposed Tube, Ladies of Exposed Tube tonight. Frank Ticas talking papas on a Fugazi Friday. We're talking about Fugazi, man. Don't be Fugazi. It's basically don't fake the funk. Ain't no future in your fronting. However you want to see it. But you got to stop. That's right, Runner's Pug. 408, I'm off the bench. Need to watch Donnie Brasco after this. Like, yeah, Donnie Brasco's a cool-ass movie. Let's see, ET, that's right. Runner's Pug. ET, Ladies of Exposed, that's right. Let's see, Il Manor, that's right, Frank. ET, their eyes, they're everywhere. Yeah, they're everywhere, man. Taco, no, Bobby Brown, only Al Green. Exposed Tube, that's right. Yes, that's right, Mags. Anyways, you know, why is someone trying to get close to you? You got to figure that out, or why someone's trying to maybe acquire your business. Like as I've said before, and as you guys may know, and if you don't know, well, you're gonna know. You know, I teach English classes. That's one of the things that they try to clown me for. Fucking idiots. So I teach English. I teach English classes. I had my own academy because of the pandemic. I had to close it down. But before I closed it down, and before I just did it online, strictly online, you know, I had the academy, and this guy showed up, and I know this guy. He's like, you know, I know him from like work. He's very involved in like the whole call. He's still very involved in like the whole call center thing. And he got at me, and he's like, "Hey, fool!" He's like, "I need you to give classes to this girl." I'm okay. I'm like, and how old is she? And he's like, she's like 21. I'm like, what is she? You know, okay. I'm like, but who is she? He's like, oh, it's just this girl, man. I'm gonna pay for her classes. I'm like, okay, well, you know, what are you trying to see? You know, I'm gonna test her level. He's like, look, man, just can you, you know, because I was doing a call center workshop, teaching people what it was to work at, like people that were already at an advanced stage. I was doing a call center workshop, teaching them the ropes so that they can pass the interview, all kinds of things, right? So he's like, put her there. He put her in there, but don't worry, she's only going to be there for about a month. And I'm like, nah, but the program's 3 months. So I was already getting a little like, what are you, you know, what are you trying to do, fool? You know? Stupid. What's up, Moni? Nice to see you. I'm like, but what are you trying to do? And in the end, he broke it down. And he's like, look, man, he's like, I offered her a job and I told her she was going to, I was going to pay for her class. She was going to get recruited. But what he was trying to do is he was just trying to get with this girl. But he was using his position. He was trying to use my business to get to her. And when he said that, I'm like, oh hell no, fool, you're crazy. That I'm not gonna let you do that shit. I would do not accept that type of business. I don't. Because your intentions towards this girl are fugazi. Why didn't you just tell her that she didn't get the job, fool? No, why are you leading her on? Because you want to get with her? And that's some crazy shit. And there are people like that out there. We don't know. You got to understand. Sometimes people's intentions may seem, apparently they may seem cool, but they may have their whole agenda behind it. Good to see you, Moni. Nice to see you. Mags, that's right, Mimi. Thanks so much for being here. That's right, Popeye. Hey, Runner's Pug. Hey, man, shout out to you, Dub. It says for Dubs to sit there smiling, laughing, and say he took 27K out of a 30K wood. Oh, yeah, bro. That was crazy, man. The wood got for losing his loved ones is really sinking in. Yeah, he's a piece of shit, man. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much for helping me with my channel, for supporting me, Runner's Pug. Man, you're a real one, man, and I just appreciate every single one of you that comes on and watches me, hits the like, shares my content, and subscribes. Thank you so much, Runner's Pug. And may the Lord bless you and multiply it 1,000-fold in every which way you can think of, man. Yeah, that's sickening, bro. That's sickening. He's fugazi. He comes out here acting as though he's respectful of people, but yet he does this. He comes out on a live. He's out here drinking. He wants to show off. He starts running his mouth, and he just lets out who he really is. He's proud of that. Like when he told that story, he was smiling, laughing. He was proud of himself. Hey, that's right, Popeye. Saludos to you, Popeye. Thanks for stopping by, man. Shout out, bro. That's right. Thank you so much. Runner's Pug is our brother. Yeah, he is. And he understands, And you guys have always been there, like letting people know on TikTok what this fool is all about. They're fugazi. They want to act like nice guys, and then once the people jump off, they talk shit. Imagine thinking Joker's a nice guy and he's scheming you, like taking advantage of your addiction, just robbing you. So, yeah, it's the past, and anyone can say, well, and he could come out and say, well, that was the past. I was talking about the past, I'm not doing that now. It's not happening anymore. And I started this video saying that. Joker's not doing that anymore. He's not making that kind of money at all. And the only reason why he's comfortable is because he's being taken care of by the state. Let's be honest. That's exactly what's going on. I'll put money on that. Straight up. He's comfortable right now. He chooses not to work. He's a scammer. He continues to scam everybody. He talks about being a Christian. Talks about how everyone else goes to hell for criticizing him. Damned us all to hell. Damned us all to hell. The whole exposed to revolution, according to him, is damned to hell. Yet he comes out here and he shows you the type of devil that he is. Straight up. Hey, shout out to you, Moni. Hey, man, here's your quarterback. Hey, shout out to you, Moni. Thanks so much for your donation. Thank you so much for stopping by, for being a part. I know it's been tough. Hey, but God bless you. May the Lord multiply it 1,000-fold. No, I hope you and your loved ones and your little family stays together through thick and thin. And that you get everything your heart desires. But hey, man, you got to do what's right, Moni. You got to do it right. You got to do it right. That's right, old mannered Popeye. So I challenge you to a beat. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, isn't there battle box? Is this battle boxes tonight? Okay, cool. That'll be good. We'll see what happens then. But most of these guys prove to you and prove to us all that they are not who they say they are. They prove to us constantly that they are fake, that they are not real. No, and you can see that for a bunch of dudes. You can see that for a bunch of dudes. There's a lot of stories of certain YouTubers that are friendly behind the scenes, but in front of the screen, they're ops. Like, what part of the game is that? You're scamming. You're being Fugazi then. That's being Fugazi. You know? I can't have conversations with people that disrespect me all day long. Hell no. I can't do that shit. Hell yeah, I pay it for it. That's right, Moni. Gracias. That's right, Oakland. Everything driving home. Drive safely, por favor. Oakland, drive safely, por favor. Let me go ahead and share the link. If you guys want to jump on, you already know. Let me know you want to jump on so I can see your user. And then you can jump on. If you seriously want to jump on, you're going to let me know in the chat. Hey, Ghost, thank you so much, Ghost. God bless you. Thanks for supporting my channel all the time. You always come through. You always support. I really appreciate the donations. May God, multiply it 1,000-fold. May He take care of you, watch over you, and keep you safe. That's what I ask for all the time for every single one of you, for my family and friends, that we do good, that we stay good, that we stay up. That's right, Oakland Safe Travels. That's right, old mannered. Taco Stain, yeah, Popeye. That's right, Ghost is in the house. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive of my channel. Thank you so much, Ghost. Thank you so much, Moni. Thank you so much, Runner's Pug. Man, you guys really, truly have blessed me, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And every single one of you, too, that has hit the like, all of you guys that watch, that give me a view, all of you guys that have subscribed and continue to subscribe, everybody, I appreciate you. Oakland, is this really you? You got to let me know, Oakland, because all I see is Oakland. Oakland, if it's really you, you have to let me know you want to jump on. Because if you're driving home, I don't think you can jump on. That's right, Taco Stain. That's right, Ghost. Thank you for the prayers, Frank. That's right, oh man. You know what's up, man. Hey, I'm not the. I agree with ET, and you guys know I don't come out here pretending to be perfect, man. All I do is try to demonstrate to you guys what I think, what I believe, how I feel about things, and I give you my opinion. Sometimes it's not the best opinion. Sometimes it might clash with what you're thinking. Maybe what I'm saying you might not like it. It might even offend your sensibilities, and I apologize if it does. But I would rather do that. I would rather be myself and have you guys respect me and subscribe and watch me, because you know that my content is true, because you know that my message, my thoughts, my opinions, and everything I say is true, than to come out here, pretend to be something I'm not. Or do the most, like just get involved in all kinds of gossip, drama, acting hardcore to get clicks and views. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. I say we're talking papas only because we talk a lot about other people that do a lot of shit, and what they do is papas. That's right, Mags. That's right. I'm a ghost. Thank you so much for being around here, Mags. Thank you so much. Papa, I appreciate you, Frank, for being you, not Fugazi. That's right, Papa. Yeah, I am who I am. Like, I never came out saying I was hardcore, but I know how to defend myself, and I've been put in situations in which I've had to be brave. And it's been sometimes it's been against my own will, but I had to continue living. I had to continue being who I was, and I don't believe in living like a coward. I'm not a coward, you know. There things that scare me? Yeah, there's things that scare me. We talked about rational and irrational fears. There are some rational fears that I may have. But irrational fears or things that have to do with like peer pressure or what people think of me or how they look at me, I don't none of that truly affects me. Like, I've been down that road multiple times to where I learned that, what the perception that others have of me is only half right. And even if they get to talk to me and they get to know me, they're only going to get like 20% more. So they'll only have like 70, 75% of maybe at most knowledge of who I truly am, because every other aspect is probably something more that I handle more internally, that I don't readily share with people. Like I tell you guys, I observe a lot. I keep a lot of my observations to myself, and the only time that I do speak up and I do make a comment about something that I'm observing is if I feel that it has to be brought up for everyone's benefit. That's the only reason why I ever speak up, is to try to find the benefit of everyone involved. Straight up. That's right, Maggie. Frank was my biggest op. Look at me now. Yeah, that's crazy. But I've kept it real with you, Moni. That's the thing, and that's what I tell people. I keep it real. I respect you, and if we have a conversation, and you're real about it, why won't I be, accepting? Why won't I be considerate? If you take the time to to open up your heart and let us know things about you, I respect that. You didn't have to do a lot of that. But the fact that you felt like you could trust us, and trust me in particular, just talking about who I am, I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody that's put some trust in me. Shout out to Popeye. That's right, I'm hardcore as fuck. Yo, Manner, good to see you, my friend. That's right, Mags, nice to see you too, Mags. Moni owns. That's right. But when people are fugazi, they will be found out. And look, you guys are seeing it happen all the time, constantly, every day. And these people put themselves out there to be seen as fugazi. Hey, what's up, Shankopotamus? Nice to see you, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Those of you that are in my social media, those of you that are on my Facebook, on my Instagram, there's a few of you. There's a few of you. Like, you guys kind of know what I'm about. I mean, you guys can go back a few years in publications. You're going to see a lot of how I think, because I really haven't changed my positions very much in maybe the last probably 12 years. It's been like a gradual thing where I had to learn to see things differently and work on myself. But my journey has been real, and it's right there. Like, I use Facebook, mostly Facebook. I used Facebook more. Now I hardly ever post because I'm doing more of the YouTube thing. So I hardly ever post on social media. But that's who I am. Like, that's who I am. Like, I've got family there. Like, I got friends. I got friends that know me from years, from when we were kids. Like, how would I now all of a sudden I'm just gonna fake the funk because these idiots say so? We're not fugazi out here. The same thing goes to every single one of us that are part of the Exposed Suit movement. Every single one. Like, you guys try to do Ms. Yaya dirty, bringing out her paperwork of when she was arrested. Man, that to me showed me just how far she's come. And I'm proud of Miss Yaya, man. I got a lot of love for her. You guys thought that was going to be like a good move. If anything, that just showed how strong she is. And I'm proud of Miss Yaya, man. And I'm proud of everybody that takes, the steps to become better every day. Those of you that are fighting addiction, those of you that are trying your hardest to stop lying, to stop cheating, to stop doing the things that you know are wrong, to stop criming. I mean, there are ways out. And I pray that you find the way out. Because all of us are fighting. All of us are have our own internal battles every day. And I pray that you guys find some sort of victory, that you conquer at least 80 or 90%, if not 100% of all your battles. Some of those battles that you cannot conquer or you cannot win is for your own good. Maybe it's not for you. No, it's not for you. And if you're real, you will accept it. And if you're fugazi, you won't accept it. And you will manipulate, you will lie, cheat, and steal to get your way. And I can't stand motherfuckers like that. That's why I'm out here. That's why I do what I do. That's why I put the videos that I put out. That's why I have these conversations with you, because I wouldn't want any of us to fall into that type of behavior. No, if we really want to be about it, if we really want to transcend all of the things that we say we transcend. Can you guys hear the rain? It's starting to rain. If you guys really want to transcend all of those things, you have to put all of that shit away. Like all of that scamming, the lies, all of that. All of that trying to find leverage and, trying to punk someone into submission. You got to put all that shit away. You got to stop that shit. If you want to be taken seriously, if you want to grow in life, if you want to be blessed, if you want that job, if you want that car, whatever it is that you're trying to get. If you're faking the funk, you might get it, but if all your measures, if all your means were scandalous, it's going to get taken away. And not only that, but much more. I enjoy having conversations with you guys. Those of you that are down with the explosive movement, those of you that we get down in the Discord, that we have our conversations. Because we talk about things, like we give honest opinions. We truly speak our minds. And that's important. Now, if you're faking the funk, you will be found out. You will be fugazi. Someone's going to come with a little spyglass and see that you are not cut correctly. That's right, Shane. Let me catch up with these chats. That's right. Instagram sucks. It's all right. I still kind of use it, bro. Ill manner. That's right. Noodle, you here? Yeah. Shane, good to see you. Ama little illy poo. Shanks, that's right. Let's see. Poodle place is choosing it. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Peaceful Sasquatch. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Katie Frizzles, Peaceful's in the house. Ghost, Moni. Yeah, it's starting to rain. Finally, it's getting a little cool now. Shout out to you. Can you guys hear the thunder? I love this weather, man. Because, my son's not home yet, but once everyone's home, it's beautiful. Right. Poodle probably chuckles. That's right. Yaya has a beautiful wall. That's right. Fugazi Fridays is funny, bro. You got lingo. Me and my homies from Anti-Califas use that word. Say up, bro. That's right, man. These fools are Fugazi, man. We're talking about Fugazi Friday. Talking papas. We're talking papas. Fugazi Friday. Frank Ftdk's dropping knowledge once again with a little bit of a message, a little bit of knowledge. If you're Fugazi, you have no value. Oakland, if you're trying to jump on, let me know, please, Oakland, in the chat. Because I see you trying to jump on. I don't know if it's you, though. But if it is you, please write on the chat that you're trying to jump on, because we got a lot of weirdos creating fake accounts. I need an ice cream. That's right, Ghost. That's right. Yeah, it's raining. Can you guys hear the rain? Blame it on the rain, Ticas. Hey, Millie Vanilli, right? Hey, hit that skate shop this afternoon. Got a new board and trucks for my kid. We just back from skating. I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. Hey, man, that's a memory right there, bro. That's a good memory. That's right. That's right. Peaceful. Hey, Mag, nice to see you. Thank you so much, Mag. Shout out to our sis, Ms. Yaya. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. May the Lord multiply it a thousandfold, Mag. Thank you so much. That's right, OG Smalls. She already had wheels and bearings. Just has some Indy 1949s. That's right. OG Smalls, Frank D, and Familia. Nice to see you, OG Smalls. Thanks so much for being here. That's cool, peaceful. That's cool. I'm glad that you guys can keep up. It's not a cheap hobby. That's right. Fatality Friday. Nah, it's Fugazi. Fugazi Fridays. Fugazi Fridays. Oh, it is you? Okay, try it again. Try it again, Miss Oakland. Try it again. Try it again. That's right. That's right. We got trolls in the house. We got trolls in the house. Oakland, try again. I just caught up. I just caught up. Smalls, that's right. That's right. Taco, she's pocket dialing. Try again, Oakland, and I'll get you on right now. Yeah. Um, you have to know what people's intentions are. It's hard sometimes. I give people trust. I've said it before. I respect people. And I let them do with that respect as they may. I end up finding out I'm backstage. Are you? Let me see. Okay, let me check. Hold on. I don't see you. Oh, here we go. Now you are. Let me add you. Hey, what's up, Oakland? Nice to see you. How's it going? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, loud and clear, loud and clear. Hey, we got Oakland in the house. Oakland's in the house. We got Chicano Aura. Thanks so much for being here, for being in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Oakland, how's it going? Talk to me.
I just got out from the dentist, and then I found a 7-Eleven, so I'm drinking a frozen Coke.
That's cool. That's cool. What do you think about Fugazi Friday? What can you tell me when we're talking about people's intentions, people being Fugazi? What can you tell me, Oakland?
Uh, I just got on. I didn't catch it all. Can I get clip
Well,
notes?
well, what do you think about these guys faking the funk? I don't know if you saw the video I put out today, but it was a clip from a live that ET put up where Joker was talking about how he made money
Oh,
off of
yes,
the
I saw that one.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then he
So
always
the guy
talks about
spent like
respect.
30 grand and he spent 27 grand on him or something.
Yeah,
That is fucking ridiculous. And if I don't believe it happened, but if it did happen, why are you clowning the guy? Why are you talking about somebody like that? What is wrong with you?
yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
But I don't believe him either. So
Well, I said that at the beginning of the video. I said the exact same thing. I'm like, I don't believe either one. But what I also said was, and I don't know, and I'm going to ask you if you agree or what your thoughts are, because I also said that even if it isn't true, just for him to have those thoughts and to come out here on the live and to publicly say that to people that are watching him, some may be natives.
mm-hmm.
Like, to me, that alone just tells me where his mind is at. I don't know what you think about that.
I forgot about that part. Yeah. Yeah, he I think he was trying too hard.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to say that they're good people. Like that just sounds funny to start with. But for
Well,
you to then say, "Oh, they get casino money," and I got this much money out of one of them, what is wrong with you? No.
but and that just goes to show. Imagine you're one of his subscribers or someone that watches him on TikTok, Oakland, and he says, "Oh, you're a good person. You're good people because you're donating." Now you know that he sees you as as a mark. He sees you as someone he could just work for money.
It's like, you're good people because it's benefiting me.
Right. That's crazy. That's crazy, Oakland.
Oh, it's crazy. Oh, shoot.
Have you ever been in a situation, Oakland, where you felt someone was, maybe at first was cool, but you realize, well, I mean, I already know about a certain situation, but I mean, do you I know about that one. But of any situation where someone you thought was cool, or it could have been a situation, but it turned out to be fugazi. What can you tell me about that?
Mm. Mm. I mean,
Oakland sounds frustrated. Ghost says you sound frustrated.
sorry. Well, talking about Joker and his video, yes, I get frustrated. That's just wrong.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Like, did he hear himself saying that? Why? Why? It's just. Ugh.
Look, so Chicano Aura says, what sent me over the edge was his friend got 30K and Dubs fugazied him out of 27K. Yeah,
Yes.
and that's the thing is like we don't know if that's true because that fool is fugazi. He's been found to be fake, right? So we
Mhm.
don't know if that story is true. But what I'm saying is just for your mind to create that scenario and for you to think it's funny and it's okay to talk about it that way is there's something has to be wrong with that fool.
Especially since now you're not in that mindset and you're like new and improved or whatever.
Right. Exactly. It doesn't he always say I'm a Christian.
Yeah, he's not about that life anymore.
Right.
Weird.
Yeah, I just don't like it because to me it seems like he always glorifies like all of his cons, like all of the con shit that he did, all of the crimes that he pulled off according to him, like in his mind. To him, it's always like a tale of valor. It's always something to brag about.
Yeah,
I mean, people can get on here and tell war stories all day long, but no, what's the point of that at the end of the day?
yeah. We're not like we talk about the 90s and how great it was, but andábamos haciendo pendejadas también. And,
Yes.
you know, we do talk about the stupid shit we did, but we say that was stupid to have done. Like, really shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
We're not
Exactly.
bragging that we took somebody's car, which I didn't, but y'all know I'm a square. But you don't brag about like getting over on a hardworking person. Like, no, we're grown. Why do you still think that way? Why do you think it's
Yeah.
okay?
And see, and what's crazy to me is this is someone who claims to have worked with kids like kids that are in danger of being in gangs or in crimes, whatever. That he would go like to juvenile halls and talk, and for him to get out here and just like talk like this and to brag about it, I don't, and to romanticize it. That's the fugazi part of it.
Yes, 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 totally.
Let's see. Yeah, he laughed about that. Like he got game. Homie could he be on the spectrum? I don't know, bro. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Looney Tunes? Joker's a punk. Yeah, he is, bro. Most definitely is a punk. No coming back from hating on other cultures after you have grown up. Hell no, Taco, because that to me shows that's who he is. It's not like something, it's not neutral conversation. This is not something where he's talking about something neutrally. He's talking about it from how he feels, how he sees things. That's right, Oakland. Popeye says Oakland 100%. So yeah, Oakland. I mean, we come out here daily exposing these fools. It seems like it's nonstop. Like every time they come out on a live, there's always something that they say. There's always some dry snitching that they do. Now, if you could use any of these examples that we've seen, Oakland, and we're talking about being fugazi, being fake, being a liar, right? Lying to try to kick it, all of that. What would you say, or what would you tell someone, maybe a kid, maybe I don't know, your kids, your own kids, about this type of behavior? Like, how would you warn them not to be this way? Like, what words would you say to someone if you saw that they're starting to, fake the funk? I agree. Hello, Oakland, you still there? I don't know, Oakland. I can't hear you. I don't know if you're still there. Maybe you went out. Maybe you cut off. Um, but yeah, see, this is the type of thing that parents are for. I think. No, you're as parents. If you have children, this is the type of behavior that you should be raising them against. You should be showing people. Like, I talk to my kids and I show them some of the chats and a lot of the hate. Okay, I think Oakland has some issues. She had to jump off. Taco, Popeye, Mags, man, Looney Tunes, morning. That's right. One day closer till John Villa and Leonard Vidori have to get jobs. I hope so, Shank. I hope so. Oxnard, Shankopotamus, Shanks. That's right. Oxnard, Mr. Oxnard. Yeah, that's some Fugazi shit. You have to stay away from falsehoods, people. Seriously. I mean, look, not everyone's gonna like us, like that song says, that Spanish song. No somos monedita de oro, monedita de oro. No somos monedita de oro para caerle bien a todos, right? We're not gold coins for us to be of everyone's liking. We're not. We're different. And I know people will come out and straight up hate you and they don't even know you, but it is what it is. If Officer Villa was this and that in prison, he should have been well taught and educated before they utilized him. He lies so much. Exactly, Mimi. That's why I don't. To me, this type of behavior, for him to be able to come out here and talk as recklessly as he does, tells me that he doesn't have the type of schooling that he should have had. I mean, I don't claim to be any of what he says. I don't claim to have done any or anything. I'm a square, you can think of me as a square. That's cool. If that's what you think of me, that's cool. Better for me. It's better for me. Trust me that you think I'm a square. You know? But I don't talk recklessly. Like, I don't come out here acting a certain way. You know? Like a lot of these dudes that were supposed to have some kind of understanding. That's why I bother them. That's why they're bothered by me. That's why. Because I don't need to come out here and pantomime and go through all of the theatrics and code switch, like change how I talk and start talking about orale, yeah, and do all of this to try to get people to follow me and watch me. I don't need to do all that. I don't need you to switch it up. Sorry, you lost connection. Going to my. All right, that's cool, Oakland. Take care. Say hi to Dad for us. 6+1, Mini and Blue. That's right, Mimi and Blue. Shout out to you. I lost 30 pounds. Oh, that's cool, Oakland. Congrats to you. Congrats to you, Oakland. That's an accomplishment. Drive safely. That's right. Salute, Mimi. That's right. Rest in peace, Jenny Rivera. Okay. That's why I shouldn't text and drive. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. Don't text and drive. ET family. That's right, Taco Sting. When your intentions aren't what you say they are, you may get away with it once. But eventually you get found out. These clowns, Dubs, and Gunner are threatened by you, Frank. Hey, what's up, Shark? I don't know about if they're threatened by me. I think they're threatened by everybody that comes out here and puts two and two together and publishes it on a video. I saw a video today of someone. I forgot his name. But they had clipped some parts of the of the ET of an ET video. He gave thanks to ET for the clippings, and that was a good video. So I'm sure that a lot of other people want to do the same thing. You know, a lot of people will continue spreading the message out there, and I think that's good. Whether it's me, whether it's Taco, whether it's Bubba's Army, whether it's Slugs, whether it's Chill, whether it's whoever. You know, the more people know, the more people are aware, the more people that create content and put it out there on these dudes, the better. Straight up. You know, they have it coming because they disrespect people. They're Fugazi. Talking papas, we're talking papas. Fugazi Friday. Frank Tica's dropping knowledge coming at you once again. A little bit of a message, a little bit of knowledge. Hoping everyone's good. Thank you so much to everyone that's watching. If you haven't hit the like, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I want to give a shout out to Moni. I want to give a shout out to Runners. I want to give a shout out to Mags. All of you for blessing me with a donation. Thank you so much. I just noticed I skipped a bunch of chats. I guess I did. Maybe I did. No. Ghost as well. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for blessing me and for being here with me. Let's see. That's right, Taco Stain. Yeah, weirdo. Oakland, everything. Congratulations. That's a very big accomplishment. Congratulations to you, Oakland. Yeah, he's a clown. Yeah. Amazon. You guys need your geography lessons. It's fucking stupid. The fuck? Hey, I wouldn't mind being in Brazil right now. I wouldn't mind. They got a lot of stuff going on in Brazil. But anyways, look, you got to be careful that you yourself don't get caught up like doing things under false pretense. You know, I know that there are times in which we may have to do the old switcheroo on someone for their own good. I get it. I mean, we talked about it. But as much as you can avoid it, be real, be true, man. You don't got to lie to kick it. You know, if people don't accept you for who you are, then maybe you're trying to be in the wrong crowd. Maybe that's not your crowd. And that's okay. ET fan can survive in the Amazon jungle. That's right. Amazon delivers packages. Just Taco. Yeah, you know, and it's just what bothers me about it is that he straight up disrespects his viewers. He's disrespecting people, saying things the way he says them, so blatantly. You know, it's just like these idiots that come on my chat that put up stupid, ignorant comments. It's insulting. It's stupid. It's ugly. And it just goes to show that you guys are weak, that you're idiots, that you're ignorant. Like, for you guys to have to stoop so low to try to get some attention, if you have no real reasons to hate on someone, you just do it out of fucking trolling, then you're the bottom of the barrel. You're a fucking bottom feeder, and that's kind of sad. I want to visit the jungle. Goes, hell yeah, me too. It's like jungle sometimes. It makes you wonder how I keep from going under. That's right, Taco. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to everyone that's watching. Thank you so much. It's Fugazi Friday. Fugazi Friday. You know, I've got, like I was saying, I've got people in my social media, and you guys can check me out and see that everything I say has been true. I don't switch up. I don't need to switch up. I don't need to change the way I speak, like code switch, try to sound hardcore, like Joker and them, or those lames that jump on when they jumped onto the battle boxes, threatening and making threats. Like, fool, you're not like that. That's not who you are. You're Fugazi. Like, you guys You guys are fake. Fuck, you guys are fake. Being just Fugazis. Hey, what's up with the light over here? Okay. I don't know. The light isn't coming. I gotta check it out. They don't pay attention. Yeah, they don't pay attention. That's right. That's right. Yeah, man. So look, don't if people are too like they want to know shit about you, like close personal shit. Be careful, especially if it's people that are like that you don't even know, that you never really kicked it with. Like I said, I remember coming down and people just asking me the craziest questions, thinking that they had like the authority to ask me like personal shit just because they somewhat knew of me. Half a nickel type, yeah. What's going on with this? Hold on, guys. I don't know what's going on with my. Give me a sec. I think my light went out. I gotta check it afterwards. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to jump on and just talk a little bit about this, and just you guys have to be aware of your surroundings, who you work with, even people in your life. Some people switch up, and you have to notice it. I see a ghost in the shades. Some people switch up, and you have to notice the switch up. People will tell you exactly who they are constantly. Constantly. They'll constantly tell you who they are. You just got to pay attention. People that are honest, you will know. Their message is always the same. Their actions, their words, their moves, everything makes sense. Others you will see. What they say doesn't match what they do, or vice versa. Or what they're telling you today, next week will have totally switched based on an opportunity. I don't get down like that. I always talk about taking advantage of opportunities when they come, and being ready to be blessed. But we also talk about not all money is good money. And if your come up depends on you being a fucking weasel, a liar, a scammer, a cheater, then you need to check yourself, because eventually you're going to get wrecked. People aren't going to put up with your shit forever. They're not. The thing about social media is that it takes a while. That's why we continue to do what we do. We know it's going to take a while, but we see the difference. There's a big difference now. From 3-hour, 4-hour lives, nonstop, $20, $30, $60 donations, $90 donations, to 20, 30 minutes, maybe a $5 donation each, sometimes two. There's a big difference. Our actions and our strategy has not been Fugazi. But people with agendas, people that walk around with agendas that want to impose their views, you're being Fugazi. You're being Fugazi. Just keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. I was very clear about what my intentions were. At the minute that I jumped on the scene, I made it very clear. I said exactly what I wanted to do. from day one, from my first video to this video. I've been the same person. I'm the same motherfucker. You know, it's some of those weird ass bitches are the ones that don't get it. I have no qualms of coming up here and speaking my mind and showing my face and talking about what I talk about. I ain't trying to be hardcore, but all you hardcore motherfuckers are some fugazi ass bitches, straight up. Because the real hardcore ones, they're cool. They don't need to wolf. No wolf tickets needed. You know, when Rob, shout out to Rob from Misled Loyalty, when it turned out to be a recording, and I mentioned this yesterday, I thought to myself, people that are looking for drama are not going to be satisfied with a recording. But people that understand what's going down will understand that the recording was probably the best way to do it. Because they were being real. Rob was being real, Weirdo B was being real. They kept it real, they kept it solid, they kept it respectful. And if you could read between the lines and you know what's up, you know what was said, you understood that someone is being called out. Fufu Joker and Fugazi ass Skittles. Yeah, man, they're Fugazi. Both of them are Fugazi. Fugazi. They're Fugazi. It's a made-up word, but it has a context now. It has a meaning. That's right, ill-mannered. And it just goes to show. That's right, it just goes to show that people can be confronted with facts and still lie. Like you could have the proof laid out on the table. You could have video, audio, eyewitness testimony. You could have the body. You could have the weapon. You could have the DNA swabs. We could have caught you committing the crime. And there will still be people with the gall to deny that shit and act as though that shit didn't happen. You're Fugazi. They're Fugazi. Okay, Spain just scored a goal against Uruguay. I wanted Uruguay to win, but oh well. Joker's still in the now. Hell yeah, he's in the now. But see, it's just fun. I think the only reason why people are still invested, Mimi, is because we're all waiting for the day when it all just falls. I think we're all waiting for that. And I think that when it happens, it'll be crazy. And then there's going to be a vacuum. I want to see who fills that vacuum. That's right, Mimi. People will be a whole entire mess and then inflict themselves upon others. Yeah, facts. That's right. That's crazy. People will judge you, and they'll judge you or they'll do the whole thing where they'll talk shit about you and make shit up on you, but it'll always reflect who they truly are. It is what it is. That's why I laugh when these guys come out and try to feminize me and talk up all of these weird sexual innuendos against me. You just exposed that you have a Frank fetish. Damn. You guys are weird. That's some weirdo shit. You grown ass men having fantasies about me as a kid. You guys have weird, sick ass fantasies about me as an underage kid. Isn't that crazy? It's kind of crazy. But you're all fugazi because you ain't about shit. That's right. Jealousy. That's right. That's right. Katie. It is a tad disturbing. Hell yeah, it is. It is a tad disturbing. I mean, they imagine me in tutus. They imagine me in bed. They imagine me. These guys have some weird ass fucking imaginations. But what I said, but that just goes to show once again that when they come on here acting hardcore, cosplaying as though they're really going to do something, when they make those kind of remarks, it exposes them for who they really are. They're just fucking weirdos. They're fucking sick in the head. Shake my head. Cabo Verde hates Joker and Runner. I'm not watching that one. I'm watching Uruguay, España. I want to learn how to dance. Yeah, man. It's hella creepy. That's right. It's hella creepy. It is. Remember the buttery chesticles? All of that. That was kind of weird. It was kind of weird. All I did was have one video of me without my shirt on. And they were all over. Like they were like frothing at the mouth. That's crazy. That's why I got to cover up now. I had to cover up. I don't know what these fools are doing, fucking weirdos, man. You guys are weirdos. But that's why you guys cannot come out here and act as though you're hard. That's why you guys cannot come out here and act as though, I'll meet up. Let's meet up, fool. Let's meet up here. I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna be on here on this street. I'm like, man, you guys ain't about shit. You guys are fucking weirdos. I've never seen anybody that tries to backhand compliment a man on his body truly meet up for a fade. Now you guys are basically complimenting me on my looks. Like men, you as men are contemplating me on my looks. Hey, to each his own, to each his own. But then don't come out here acting as though you're going to be hard and about it. Hey, man, it's starting to rain. Give me a second, guys. I got to close a couple of things on my end. Hold on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hey, what's up, Sunshine? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Sunshine. Hey, there ain't no sunshine out here. If you look behind me, you're gonna see the lightning, thunder. I had to close the door. Sorry, Ghost. Sunshine, good to see you, sister. That's right, Sunshine. Nice to see you. Smells like rain. Yeah, it did earlier before it started to rain. It smelled of rain. Don't let people you don't know question you about things that they don't need to know. They're trying to discover shit on you and run that Fugazi shit on you. Frank is adjusting the machinery in his job. Yeah, I'm pulling the levers and shit. Yeah, man, keep it real. Just be real. Be who you are. Don't let people lie. Don't let people lie to you. Hold them accountable, but hold yourself accountable. No, I'd rather come out here and be myself. I'd rather come out here and talk about what I am, what I've done, who I've been, because there's no complications like that, man. There's no complications when you tell the truth. Like you have to have a very good memory if you're a liar. I have a good memory, but I don't need to lie. Like why do I need to lie to people I don't know? Like I just keep it real. And the thing is that the more you keep it real, the more you're going to attract real people. But just be a decent human being, man. A lot of you Fugazi fools are not decent human beings. You guys are scandalous. I mean, you guys do some way out dirty shit. You guys have some perverted as minds. You do. No, you guys really should check that shit. It's fucking crazy. It's somewhat disturbing. That's right, Sunshine, ill mannered. Hi, Mimi. That's right. That's right, Ghost. A lot of you dudes are just faking the funk, and you don't need to. You don't need to fake shit. Just be honest. But it's too late for some of you now. It's too late. You guys are caught up in your bullshit. Look at fucking peeping Mohawk Dan. Come on. I mean, look. Deviant minds. There are people that want respect. They want to be respected. And Joker brought him on and did a whole interview on peeping Mohawk Dan just because he did what, 30 fucking something years in the pen. I don't know how long he was locked up. I don't know if it was consecutive. I don't know if he just added up all the times that he did together, the times that he spent this the night in the cell drunk. I don't know if he added all that time up. I don't know. I know Sooners is finding out, and he has found out the type of shit he was convicted of. You should have really blocked. You should really have that looked at. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Hi, Sunshine. But that guy's weird. Now, if we were to focus on Joker's logic and these idiots' logic, he would want us to think that Mohawk Dan is a respectable dude just because he did what, 20, 30 something years behind bars? You look at who this fool is. Look at him. Straight peeping Tom. And a debriefer. But, you know, I've come to realize, and I think that what's happening is that Joker has realized that he cannot have acquaintances unless they're all Fugazi like he is. Like, it's a whole cast of Fugazi-ass motherfuckers over there. Man, Becky's over there talking shit like she's hardcore. Hi, Sunshine, character of Squalor. Yeah, man. Hi, Katie. Those grifting frauds, time is up. What's up, Meteor G4? I'm starting to hear the, okay, sodomites. I don't know who you are, Meteora. That's kind of a crazy judgment, but if that's how you feel, fuck it. That's you. I just think that they can do without all of the bullshit. And I think that they would be better off if they didn't bullshit their viewers. But they can't. They can't do that. You know, they constantly have to try to run scams. They constantly have to lie. It's like these weirdos. Like, the only way that they can get any traction is by doing way out shit, making way out videos and fucking lies about us. It all makes sense. Yeah. It all makes sense. Like, you know, it makes sense to me that Joker has the type of friends that he has because he cannot really associate with people that are real. Like, they have to be the same type. That is kind of fucked up. That just goes to show that he has not worked on himself. He has not done any growth. He has not done any changes whatsoever. And for a man that just turned 52 to continue to romanticize about the people that he scammed or that he worked or that he was able to come up on when he was locked up, and because he was able to do that to him, now because of that, he classifies them as good people. That's some scandalous shit. But that just goes to show why they need to surround themselves with like-minded people. But hey, isn't that the same thing over here? You know, we surround ourselves with like-minded individuals, and that's why we get down the way we do. But that's why we have to be careful not to fall into doing what they do and to not use any of their fucking tactics, their bullshit gaslighting, fucking lying. Nah, we don't got to do none of that. Or pretend that we're people we're not. Nah, we don't have to do none of that. Fuck all that. No, I am who I am. And these fools know. And they try to ridicule me, knowing that I'm the one who said, I said I know how to dance. I said I know how to sing. I know how to draw. I know how to. Shit, I'm a fucking quadruple, quintuple threat, bitches. But I'm not Fugazi. And that's what gets you. You guys want me to be Fugazi. You guys wish I was fake. You guys wish I was lying to you. You guys wish I was. Keep wishing, bitch. Becky could be using her money for Ozempic that she chooses to. Priorities, Katie, priorities. Haven't we talked about priorities? But see, she is not yet hip to Joker being Fugazi. That's what it is. And I think that in her Love is Blind stage, she's in the Love is Blind stage right now, Katie. She cannot see it. She will not see his grip. She will not see it. Bars, that's right. Fake gangsters pro life. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's right. But we also have to be careful not to fall into the same type of actions of behavior. Okay, it's not worth it. Look, if you doubt your husband or you doubt your wife, right, or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, you doubt your significant other, let them know. Let her know. If you have an open and honest conversation, you'll be able to clear a lot of shit up. Now, if you let them know and they tell you, nah, don't worry, nah, you're tripping, but they don't want to have that conversation with you, you better fucking trip. But then if you discover that your intuition is true, then just make the move and get out of that relationship straight up. Why do you want to be in a relationship where you have to lie to fit in, where you have to fucking manipulate shit just to have a relationship? It's not even worth it. That's not a relationship. That's not living. If you have to fake the funk, if you have to fake an orgasm, what I'm telling you guys right now is real. There are people that will go through the length of faking pleasure to keep a relationship. That's Fugazi. That's Fugazi. You're only doing yourself some harm because you're lying. Number one, you're lying. Number two, you're not getting any pleasure out of it. And number three, knowing that you're lying, and even though you're lying, you're not getting any pleasure out of it, you're going to be depressed. If that is something that's important to you, you need to be able to speak and say, you know what? I know it's going to suck, but we need to do something about this. There are sometimes we don't have conversations that we should have because we fear the outcome or the reaction or what the other person's going to say. But then you're living a lie, and that is Fugazi. Don't defraud yourself. Don't defraud your relationship. Remember, Fugazi means something or someone fake, bogus, counterfeit, or inauthentic. It can also mean a situation is completely messed up or damaged beyond repair. Some of our relationships are shattered beyond repair, but there we are. putting tape on it, putting gum on it, Elmer's glue on it, tying it up, putting it in a bag, trying to keep it together. And the more we handle it, the more we try, the more it chips away, the more it crumbles. And you just have to face the fact that it's over. Some people's marriages and relationships are fugazi. You know? And that's not living. That's not living. That's not living. You know, there are people that are hiding their identity, who they are, because of society, because of what people will say. You know, these fools try to, they get at me like, won't you come out, motherfucker? I'm fucking. But I respect people and I respect their preferences. But there are people right now walking around miserable because they're living a fugazi life. They're not living the way they want to live. They're not loving the way they want to love. And a lot of times that pent up frustration becomes rage. And it's taking out on other people or in other ways that sometimes are usually, well, they're usually destructive. Either mentally, emotionally, or even physically. You know, and that's the problem with living a lie. Is that eventually life will reject it. You know, just like when you try to, you know, when there's like, what are those called? Transplants, right? Like body transplants. You know, they have those, now they have facial transplants and all of that, right? But sometimes the body will reject it, will reject the skin, will reject the limb, whatever it is. Sometimes the body will reject it because it knows that it's not a part of it. They know that hand is fugazi. That face does not belong. It's not a part of me. It's fugazi. Sometimes life will treat you that way. If you're not real, if you're not true, you will be filtered out. Straight up. That's why I don't worry. I don't care. I'm going to continue to be out here doing what I do, putting in the videos that I put in, dropping the lives, doing what I do, supporting the Exposed Tube revolution, supporting Ladies of Exposed Tube, supporting Taco Stain, Hangman Stranger, Terp, Sooners. Because I'm not fugazi. I am about it. When I said I was going to do, I did, and I continue to do. I don't stop. And I told you guys, I'm only going to get better at this. I told you guys, and I've only been getting better at it. I'm not perfect. There's a long way to go. There's other things I want to try my hand on, other editing techniques that I'm thinking about. But in the meantime, as far as the things that I do, I think I've gotten good. But I told you I would. I was saying that on my first few lives. You know, and now I got the attention of all you weirdos as well. But that only tells me that I'm in the right direction. Be careful that you don't fall into justifying doing things that are false, doing things that are fake. You know, and like I said, there may be situations, life or death situations, in which you may have to con someone into doing something because you're trying to intervene. It's an intervention. But unless it's something of that nature, just be real, be honest, be straight up about what you want to do. You know, after that situation that I talked about earlier with that guy that, you know, made that business proposition because he was trying to get with this girl, I stopped doing business with him. I mean, we still talk. Like, I still see him around. But he knows he can't ask me for anything either because he knows he fucked up. He was trying to get me implicated in a situation That was Fugazi. He was lying to this woman, making her think that she was going through a process, using me as part of that front, and thinking that because he was going to pay me double, thinking that because he was going to give me more money, like he kept offering me more money. I'm like, no, bitch, I'm not going to do that shit. I remember a couple of times when I had my academy, I knew people that worked before, and they're like, "Hey, Frank, can I pay you $40?" I'm like, "What do you need? What are you gonna pay me $40 for? Can you do me can you write me a letter from your academy with the letterhead and everything and your signature that I have classes at these hours?" I'm like, "Why?" Because they're asking for me. They're asking for it at work. If not, they're going to change my schedule. I'm like, nah, bitch, I can't do that. You can offer me $100, $200. I'm not going to do it because that's just putting me on the spot. I'm not going to sell my soul for that. Not all money's good money. I'm not Fugazi, bitch. Hell nah. Shippers can't change their ship as hell nah. No Fugazis. That's right, Hangman. There's no shortage of rap frauds, liars, love fiction, hate real. Yeah, yeah. And I can't look. And once again, I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes. I conned, I lied, I cheated, I stole. You know? But it's because I was given an opportunity, a second chance to turn my life around, that now I can come out here and say that's not the way to go. Like, I know what it's like. I know what it looks like to lie, to cheat, to steal, and then watch all of that come back and bite you in the ass. It will eventually happen. I've seen it happen to many people, not just me. And I'm sure you've seen it too. I'm sure it's happened to you. You can lie, but then you'd be fugazi. I'm going to call it a night, guys. Shout out to everybody that came by, that stopped by to listen to Frank Ticas dropping knowledge, talking papas, talking papas. Fugazi Friday has come to an end. Stay tuned. I think we've got battle boxes and we've got ladies of exposed to. So it's going to be a loaded night tonight. I want to see you guys there in the chat supporting brothers and sisters everywhere. We transcend everything. We transcend politics. We transcend religion. We transcend racism. We transcend any prison politics. We transcend generalisms, ageisms, any type of isms. We're just above it all. Shout out to everybody that came. Thank you so much, Mac. Thank you so much, Mimi, all the ladies that stopped by. Katie Frizzle, Oakland, thank you for jumping on and just chilling with me for a little while. Hangman Stranger, Ill-Mannered Ghost, Sunshine Valentine, nice to see you once again. Meteora, thank you for stopping by. Ghost, everybody, man. If I haven't mentioned you, I'm sorry about that. But hey, Popeye, I know Popeye was in here. We had a lot of people come through. E.T. came through as well. Ms. Yaya. Okay, Gabriel, also nice to see you, Gabriel. Everybody that stopped by, Looney Tunes. Thank you so much for being a part of the Exposed to movement. We will continue doing what we do. As you guys know, much love and respect to everybody. I always pray for every single one of you. I always say peace at the very end. So I'm letting you guys know now. But yeah, until next time, as we always